Up next now is Truth or Fake, and I'm joined in the studio by Catalina de Abrego. Hello to you, Catalina. So, President Donald Trump is being accused of holding up a photoshopped image of Kilmar Abrego Garcia's tattoo. Tell us more.
That's right, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the Maryland man who was mistakenly deported in March to the notorious El Salvadoran mega prison, accused by the U.S. government of having ties to the criminal gang MS-13. Abrego Garcia was deported despite a 2019 court order barring the United States from doing so due to fear of persecution in his home country, as the Supreme Court is demanding that the Trump administration facilitate his return to the U.S. Trump has thus far refused this request as the administration continues to insist without evidence that Abrego Garcia is an MS-13 gang member, despite ICE officials initially admitting that his deportation was an administrative error. Now, to prove these claims, President Donald Trump and the White House displayed what they claim to be such evidence. This black and white close-up photograph of a hand that Trump identifies in this post as Abrego Garcia's, with tattooed knuckles, where you can spot, if we take a closer look, 4 different symbols. One is a marijuana leaf, the second is a smiley face, a cross, and a skull, as well as the letters spelling out MS-13. Donald Trump wrote on his Truth Social that this is the hand of the man that Democrats feel should be brought back to the United States. They say he is not a member of MS-13, even though he's got MS-13 tattooed onto his knuckles. Many argue the contrary. Several social media users, including Linda Higgins, who is a former Minnesota Senate state senator, expressing doubt over the authenticity of the image held up by Donald Trump on this post, saying these letters were photoshopped.
Well, Catalina, was this image photoshopped or not?
Well, Yinka, according to the evidence out there, it seems that the MS-13 letters were digitally added onto this photo that Trump is holding and that the White House also posted. They aren't actually part of Kilmar Abrego Garcia's tattoos. The main proof that is, this photo was photoshopped, being widely shared by users on social media, shared originally on X by El Salvador President Nayib Bukele when Abrego Garcia met with Democratic Senator Van Hollen in the country on April 17th, who traveled to El Salvador in the hopes of aiding his release. A recent picture that we'll take a closer look at, where in the photos you could see the MS-13 figure doesn't appear in Abrego Garcia's hand. All we do see are the other symbols, the marijuana leaf, the smiley face, the cross, and the skull. Abrego Garcia's wife has also made a series of posts on TikTok that also capture his tattoos that we've seen on his hand, minus the MS-13 spelled out. So despite this proof, there are those users that are defending Donald Trump, saying that this was added on as an obvious illustration to show that the symbols actually stand for MS-13, meaning marijuana for M, smiley for S, cross for 1, skull 3, which stands for MS-13, a thesis that experts contradict. And I see a source told the New York Post that a 13 tattoo would be mandatory for Abrego Garcia or any other member if they became member of a gang while living in the United States, as more users do support this theory, saying that typically these gang members don't hide their insignia. The White House has yet to respond to media requests to add whether the photo was photoshopped or not. I'd say it was.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. It does look like it was digitally modified. Catalina, hopefully we'll find the truth in this story very, very soon. Thank you so much for giving us that piece of analysis. Catalina de Abrego with our daily Truth or Fake segment. Do stay with us here on World Roundup. We're going to take a very short break.